Hey guys, welcome to another Tuesday edition of the Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. My name is Nick. It's Tuesday, so it's time for another new release video. This is, so we got, looks like just under 300 titles. They're coming out this Friday the 18th. I've got, looks like 8 that I'm going to talk about today, though. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you click on that link down below. Go check out the Vinyl Den Facebook group. I know I say it every week. It's just a cool place to continue the music conversation. There's also a couple other links down there. There's one for the Vinyl Den merch page. We got t-shirts and sweatshirts on there. We got a link for the Vinyl Den Patreon page. If you want to support the show, it's always greatly appreciated. You can support the show for as little as $1 a month. There's also a link down there for the Vinyl Den Spotify and Apple Music playlists, where every week we're just compiling music that we're talking about here on the show, putting it together on a playlist for everyone to enjoy. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me the old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we release new episodes. So like I said in the intro, there's about 300 titles that are coming out this Friday, and I'm only going to talk about 8 of them. So I'm probably going to miss something. So drop me a comment and let me know what album I missed, because there always seems to be something kind of big that I think I hit everything lately. I don't think there's any like really big albums I missed, but if there is, just drop me a comment and let me know. The first 2 albums, these are both SRC vinyl releases, which, you know, if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you know I've had some issues with SRC. I did a whole episode about it, I don't know, probably a year and a half ago. But the first one, they're both Angels and Airwaves releases. The first one, this is Angels and Airwaves, We Don't Need to Whisper, which is their debut album from 2006. Both of these albums, by the way, they list them as tin, so I'm assuming it's like a silver vinyl. But this is it's a double album, and it's available on a couple of the websites for pre-order, and it's still available on SRC Vinyl's website. So that one probably won't be too hard to grab a copy of. And We Don't Need to Whisper, I think, is probably their most popular album. The next one, though, this is my favorite Angels and Airwaves album. This is I, Empire. This is the one that gets kind of interesting. So We Don't Need to Whisper is running about $40. I, Empire is listed for $37. It's a double album. It's the same tin color, like I said, original release in 2007. But this is available. I've seen it for pre-order on a couple of different websites. But if you go to SRC Vinyl's website, it's listed as out of stock. And you can't even pre-order it on their website anymore. So, you know, if you do pre-order that one, you know, I'm not sure. I can't really guarantee that you're going to get that one, especially since SRC Vinyl does have a rather lengthy reputation for not shipping out pre-orders for sometimes years at a time. So both of those are great albums, though. But like I said, with that I, Empire, not sure what you're going to get. So you guys know I'm a big jazz fan. I talk about it on the channel all the time here. And there's actually 2 releases coming out this week from the Blue Note Classic Series. I've been a big fan of this Classic Series, you know, for the last year or so, whenever it started. I guess it's probably the end of 2020, I think, or sometime in 2020. It was late 2020 when I started picking up these Classic Series releases. And the Classic Series is fantastic because it's a bunch of stuff that I'm really kind of unfamiliar with for the most part. And they're all pretty reasonably priced. You know, the Classic Series stuff normally runs about $24 online, whereas you get up to the Tone Poet series that Blue Note's doing, you know, and that stuff's kind of pushing $40 now. So like I said, the Classic Series stuff, I'm unfamiliar with a lot of it. And I've really been highly, highly impressed with the stuff that they've released so far. So the first one, this is Bud Powell, Time Waits, The Amazing Bud Powell. Original release 1958. And you know, all these Classic Series stuff is all remastered from the original analog tape. So it's going to sound great. $24 is definitely what I'm looking forward to. And they typically release them in pairs. The other one that's coming out this week, this is Milt Jackson and the Thelonious Monk Quintet. Same price, $24. This is actually a little bit, at least from what I've seen online, this looks like a compilation of tracks that was recorded between 48 and 51. So definitely been another cool one to check out, because like I said, I've been really impressed with the Classic Series. If you are just getting into jazz, I think they're both definitely great releases to check out. The next one is from an artist that I don't think I've ever listened to any of his solo work. And this is Keith Richards' Main Offender. Main Offender was originally released in 92, and there's 3 different versions of this that are coming out on Friday. There's a standard black LP. They'll run you $24. There's a red variant. They'll run you $30. And then there's a 3 LP 2 CD set that's going to run you about $200. So it's pretty pricey, I think, for a deluxe box set there. But the deluxe version includes Wino's Live in London from 1992. It's got an 84-page booklet. It comes with pictures and posters and all the other jazz you get from those super deluxe box sets. It's definitely an album that like I said, I'm unfamiliar with. I will stream it though, but even if I like it, there's no way I can drop $200 for all that. The next one is Sonic Youth In Out In, and this is a compilation of unreleased tracks from 2000 to 2010. And for most of these tracks, at least from what I was seeing, this is the first time they've ever been released on a physical format. It's going to be coming out on CD and on vinyl this Friday. Vinyl is going to run you about $30 online. The CD I think was like $12. So the vinyl is going to be maroon vinyl. And Sonic Youth is one of those bands that I'm kind of a casual fan of some of the stuff they did in the 90s, but they're one of those bands I need to kind of go back through and dig a little bit more into their catalog for sure. So last year, the label, I think you pronounce it Wagram is how it's pronounced, but they started this series of this In Jazz series where they take popular artists and do their music or selection of their music in jazz. So, like I said before, I'm a big jazz fan, so I'm always kind of interested in these. I know that they did a Prince in jazz, they did a Jimi Hendrix in jazz. I think they also did a Pink Floyd in jazz, maybe. But they're not super expensive. It runs you like $23 online. So this week they're doing the Rolling Stones in jazz, which Rolling Stones is one of those bands where I can kind of see some of their stuff fitting kind of a jazz style, and other stuff not so much. So I think it really depends on song selection with this release. But it's one of those novelty releases that I was kind of finding a little interesting. And then the last one is a reissue that I know a lot of people have been waiting for a long time. And I actually forgot this was even coming out until I went through the list like a second or third time and noticed it was on there. But this is the Pretty Reckless Going to Hell. If you aren't familiar with the Pretty Reckless, they're one of those newer kind of rock bands that I've streamed their music a couple of times. They're actually a really good band. I really recommend you checking them out if they haven't. But this is Going to Hell is their second studio album. It was released back in 2014. I think this is on black vinyl, so it wouldn't surprise me if there were some color variants out there. But this is going to run you $23 online. Like I said, if you are unfamiliar with their music, definitely check them out. Well, that's all I got for you this week, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. Like I said, about 300 releases. I only talked about 8 of them, so I probably missed something. So make sure you drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you're looking forward to. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me the old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. And that's all I got. Until next time, keep on spinning. Peace.